nice look down Central Avenue right here in beautiful downtown Hot Springs. Fantastic fall day as we are ready for match number 4 of this championship Saturday. A wonderful time here in the Bank OZK Arena. Good evening, I'm Joey McWilliams along with Madison Fitzpatrick. We are pleased and privileged to get to bring you these championship games. Centennial Bank State Volleyball Finals presented by Everett Buick GMC on Arkansas PBS Sports. And I have to tell you, these two teams that we're going to see right now, two teams that really are no strangers to the final, one of them a lot more than the other, as a matter of fact. We are seeing Benton and Valley View here for the championship in Class 5A. These two teams were both in the finals last season, Madison, but in different classes.
Oh, yeah, Valley View just now moving up to 5A. We're in for a treat. Both of these teams so experienced, so successful, and I know they're both going to give it their all because, you know, they have all that success behind them, building them up.
Valley View is the visitors on the scoreboard this evening. The Valley View starting lineup looks like this: Riley Owens, Hayden Gartman, Ava Rutledge, Jillian Fry, Morgan Weaver, Micah McMillan, and Kaysen Lamex. For Benton, and not far down the road here, a good crowd on hand to watch Benton this evening. Isabella Loggeman, Lexi Mahan, Kennedy Guest, Abigail Loggeman, Henley Hooks, and Delaney Cooper. Valley View coached by Margie McGee, and Benton coached by Michelle Schupert.
Now, we got to speak with Coach Schupert earlier, and one of the things about the Benton Panthers, she says, they're not worried about me, they're worried about we. And she said that's why they've been so successful, is because there's so much chemistry amongst their team, and no one's selfish with the stats. They only care about we. And I think we're gonna see some of that here tonight.
Valley View in the blue and gold and white, Benton in the maroon and dark gray. I love that line, by the way. I'm going to keep it. It's possible that I may give Coach Schupert credit for it. I may just take it as my own.
I'm going to take it as my own too.
Things are underway here on the court at Bank OZK Arena. Benton keeping things alive. Tipped high, long volley to get things started.
Wouldn't want it any other way.
That one is sent wide. The defense holds for the Valley View Blazers, coming into the record of 29-4. Benton Panthers on the season 28-1. Tipped up, shot is a little bit long, and so each team has a point on the board.
And we've kind of seen this throughout the tournament so far. The first set, the first few points, teams make errors. They're a little nervous, there's some jitters, these are high stakes, and it's more common to make errors when you have those jitters.
Both teams, again, having been in the finals this past season and having the experience there, of course, with Valley View making the step up to 5A. Coach Schupert said she wanted to give Valley View a welcome to 5A.
I loved that because that was very confident of her to say. And that was Abigail Loggeman who just hit the ball. And Coach Schupert said it's like having a coach on the court, having her out there. She said she has so many reps and experience and definitely leads by example. So we're going to be seeing her a lot tonight.
Nice dig for the Panthers. Sent back the other direction. Set up and in and good. Valley View with Morgan Weaver getting the kill.
Morgan Weaver came up big for them in the semis. I was able to watch that match. She's very effective out of the middle. Tipping, hitting, you name it. She's got a lot of skills in that repertoire.
We nodded at 2 in the early going. Strong kill that time for Benton. Abigail Loggeman averaging 3.3 kills per set.
She's definitely a leader on that team. See here, so much power, turning it down the line. She's headed to South Carolina to play beach volleyball. South Carolina, a fantastic beach program there. This serve.
South Carolina has a beach or two. I know not all beach volleyball programs necessarily have to be within the sight of water. However, nice to be able to talk about that.
Oh, totally. There's actually a few players on Benton's team who are going to play beach somewhere. The sport's growing, so it's fun to see that transition. See that kill. Such a long reach from Kennedy. They're going to look to feed her a lot tonight.
Kennedy Guest also 2.2 kills per set. So between Loggeman and Guest, they're very active. That one just another hit that went awry. You talked about some early game jitters. And it doesn't matter that each of these teams have been to the finals before. This is a new year.
Exactly.
You have to get that out of your system.
Exactly. You could come to the finals every year, and it doesn't matter. It's a new game. There's always going to be nerves at the beginning.
Nice serve. Good placement. Absolutely great. Lexi Mahan getting the kill.
So smart by her. So using her vision, just set the ball over. Number 13 may have thought it was out. She didn't even go for it. That's how good of a spot that was.
Violation, going to give it back to Valley View. And to Coach and another going the other direction, the tip.
That's from Isabella Lagerman, the younger sister of Abigail. Dynamic, super explosive player. And for being so young, she's very mature out there.
Solid defense. Panthers keep it alive. Nice attack. And the kill, Micah McMillan. We talked about the leaders on the Panthers on offense. Micah McMillan leading the way, 3.7 kills per set. And she does that listed as the setter.
Yep, that's very impressive.
And tied at 6 apiece. Open things up, nice set.
That'll be Presley's first kill of the night. She's a pretty consistent hitter for them.
That's how you take care of business. I'm just verifying that was her first kill. Comes in, gets the kill, takes a seat.
Yep.
Everyone knows their role.
It's not about the me, it's about the we.
Well, that was something, and Coach had mentioned, they just spread the ball around very well, and each one of them, and she said, all of them trying to get better every single day. And
wow.
There's another kill for the Panthers.
Isabella just ripping it down the line from the right side. Now that's not easy to do. But you can see how she can turn her shoulder so sharp. Such a good angle to hit.
Benton hitting 400 right now. 455 as the stat refreshes. That number's going to keep on growing.
Kennedy Guest, her second kill of the night. So strong out of the middle. We see the replay here. Great set. Leading her hitter. Look at that smile. She knows that was a good hit.
Well, a quick set and timed well with Guest's ability to leap. Value playing on their heels just a little bit after a nice opening set run from Benton.
Now Valley View is going to be tested here because of the size and the power of Benton. Valley View's a little undersized, so they're gonna have to use, wow. Great location, that's what they're gonna have to do, placement.
Just inside that back line. Blazers back to within a point.
Micah McMillan's second kill of the night.
Think about this, each of these teams hitting very well in the early going. Valley View 286 and Benton at 500. And again, that number will continue to grow with that kill.
Exactly.
For as well as both of these teams are playing on offense too, you have to look at it and think, okay, neither team's really letting down on defense, it's just an offensive display.
Exactly, and that's what you get when you get the good teams. They're gonna put the ball away. It's gonna be a show on offense, and that set for Kennedy was a little low, but she's so athletic, she could just tip it to where it needs to be.
The left side defense is there, great job at the line for the Blazers. How about that? Benton fans are saying that the Panthers have come to play.
Exactly. She got that dump, and I think every fan stood up. That was exciting. And you know, that just adds to the confidence of Benton. If they've got the fans behind them, that gives you energy.
Volley continues, still going. Strong with authority once again. Loggeman, the 5'11" senior, putting her stamp on this game.
It's her third kill of the night. Such a leader for the team. The setter knows if I'm going to send it out to Abigail, she's going to put the ball away. It's good to have that consistent person to be able to feed.
Coach Schubert talked about the fact that she wants her program to grow. Of course, coming in 28-1, obviously that's doing well. It's a program that last won a state championship in 2009. Now you look at the other side of the net, though, and the Blazers, who've called the timeout right now, and Coach McGee talking things over, as you can see, with her squad, trailing by 4 here in the first set, that Coach Schubert said, look, this is the kind of program we want to have. She's looking at what Coach McGee is doing and what this team is doing and saying, hey, they have success, and why not? It does warrant mention. This is the 20th consecutive finals that Valley View has been a part of, obviously in more than one class right now. 20 consecutive, that's an amazing number.
And I found it interesting when we asked her about, you know, how do you do it? How'd you make those 20 consecutive happen? She said, we approach it every single practice with fundamentals. It's a team that's built on basics and the fundamentals, and it lays a strong foundation, and that foundation has been built up, and they experience so much success just because of their reliance on the fundamentals.
Well, it comes from the perspective of an elementary education teacher. Coach McGee, her degree in elementary education, that's where she started off in her teaching, and that's how she sees things. It's the fundamentals first.
Yep, she said she likes to watch the film with her team, huddle around, pull up a whiteboard. It's a big teaching atmosphere, which is so important. It's obviously paying off.
Cross court set, effective, and the Blazers pick up a point.
It was Morgan Weaver with her second kill of the night. She's the Blazers' tallest player. They'll look to use her height.
Only player on either team that's listed as taller than 6 foot. I want to stress that. Some of these numbers may or may not reflect what's going on in the court.
It's a good point, because I think that Benton has some 6 foot girls for sure.
Well, the Panthers up 5 right now. Guest getting a breather. Another solid set and another finish from Weaver.
You know, and that's really good connection between the setter and Weaver. It's not all just about the hitter. It's about the timing of the set, and that was really well done by both of them.
Here comes Weaver to serve now. That one sent wide. Blazers get another point. Weaver will go back. Weaver, one of 8 seniors on this Valley View Blazers team.
A lot of maturity and experience on this team. They've seen a lot of state appearances, that's for sure.
Well, and not only that, but there are a lot of rings that go with it. I mean, this is a Blazers team that we've talked about the 20 because that's a pretty significant number, but 7 consecutive state championships as well.
I mean, that's an unheard of number. The legacy that they are it's unreal.
You run out of fingers at some point for all the rings.
Good point.
Well, after Benton had extended its lead to 5 points, it's down to just 3. Blazers staying with it. Riley Owens, a sophomore, who leads her team in assists this year. To serve that time. And redirects our desk over here. Benton goes ahead and gets the point anyway. Owens checks in coming into this contest with 428 assists.
Wow. That's a fantastic stat. And that just speaks also to the testament of her connection with her hitters. They can put the ball away off her sets.
You know, that's one of those things, and it doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. Talk about players that are unselfish and that make sure that they set other people up to score to get all those assists, but somebody actually has to put the score through, no matter what sport in this case, getting the kill.
Yep, I would say the setter's the most unselfish position.
That one found the gap, and Benton goes back up by 4.
I'll tell you what, whenever Presley makes good hand contact with the ball, that ball goes down. She has such a long arm, swings all the way through, really powerful. Very impressive to watch, and a nice long approach.
Presley Paulette, 5'9" junior.
I think there's a little discrepancy with the Benton fans yelling out people's names, which you can understand. It's state finals. People get very into it. They're also all dressed up in Halloween
you can
costumes.
see that right there. We have that up. It's Halloween is just a couple of days from now, but it came early here at the Bank OZK Arena.
There's no lack of spirit. I've attended a few of their home matches, and the students go all out for every single game. It's really fun to watch an entire school rally behind a team.
That one sent long, so Blazers get back to within 3.
Right.
You have to love the excitement, though, of the state championship, though. I mean, everyone comes, and it's a big part of being here in this atmosphere. Set up again, and that one was touched. So another point to the credit of Micah McMillan.
Micah McMillan really consistent for Valley View. That's her 4th hit of the night. She's hitting over 400 now. They feed her when they want a consistent kill.
Well, I talked about assists too. She's second on the team in assists, 322. It just didn't go off the hand right. Sent long. The Blazers benefit, and they are back to within 1.
Blazers on a little bit of a run. Benton making just a little too many errors right now, and that's let Valley View get back in it.
Rutledge served, but she couldn't dig that one out, and Benton will keep its lead.
That's the advantage of the height of Benton. Isabella just a full hand higher than her opposing blocker, and she can, for lack of better terms, smack that ball straight down.
She's a sophomore, the younger sister of Abigail Logman.
She's a beach player as well. She is looking around at a bunch of different colleges right now, but you can see her serve, the jump topspin. That's a big beach serve, and she pulls that out, and it's very effective against these indoor teams as well.
Logman to serve.
got enough velocity that'll get the opposing team out of system.
Benton in good position, trying to keep the Blazers on their heels. Not going to work this time. Morgan Weaver with the kill.
Her 4th of the night. Really consistent for Valley View.
How big has the serve received been in this first set tonight?
Oh, it's huge. Both teams serving very aggressively. And that's one of the things Coach Shoup said. Their team is going to try and serve as aggressively as possible, get Valley View out of system, make them a little uncomfortable. But right now, Valley View on the comeback with the aggressive flat float serve.
Logman a little bit strong on that last attack. Get another opportunity here. Puts it where she wants it to be, and McMillan tries to dig that one out, can't do it. She stopped it. Probably not the way she wanted to, though.
Oh, exactly. In that scenario, you kind of just want to put your platform out there and just hope the ball bounces off of it. Abigail with a lot of heat, though, on that hit. Her 4th kill of the night, hitting 4-2-9.
McMillan will push the long set, cross court. That one dug out, taking the other direction. Blazers with the opportunity. The block was there, but it went out. So the Blazers get the point.
The range of Morgan Weaver, is absolutely fantastic. She hits, she tips, and you can see she's tipping that ball from a very high altitude, and that gives her the ability to tool it off the other team's hands.
Strong again, but wide.
Abigail Logman on the slide, and it's barely out.
Now, going over there, you look, trying to find that placement, trying to get that line just a little bit too far. This time, she said she's just going to take it right down the middle. Plays right into the Blazers' hand. Defense is there, Logman and Guest. Other side, Logman will keep it alive. This one pushed back and forth, neither team taking advantage of opportunities. And this time Logman says, I've got this.
Leave it to Logman. That's what I'm going to start to say. So tall and powerful, right off the top of the hands of the right side blocker. Here's the replay. Fully extending, swinging through. Great swing.
Millen tries to find Owens. And Owens playing an aggressive play here in set number 1. We talked about her being a leader on the team in assists. She's been working the attack tonight as well.
Yep, her coach said she actually doesn't realize how good and athletic she truly is, which is one of her biggest qualities. She said she's very humble.
Benton staying just ahead of Valley View here. And we're coming up as on the end of the first set. Throughout the day so far today, Madison, we've seen sets that have been won pretty handily. We haven't seen sets that have come down to the wire.
I'm absolutely loving this.
Benton up by 2, and a timeout will be called here by Coach McGee.
A smart timeout by Coach McGee.
Timeout on the court. We're going to take that one too. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championships presented by Everett Buick GMC on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Can you see her greatness? When you attend her games, when you cheer her on, or when you participate in any way, you support your community and make it better, and you will see her greatness. Join us as we pledge to increase the visibility of women's sports in our communities. It makes a difference when we all are involved. At Everett Buick GMC, we proudly support our local female athletes and encourage you to do the same. See her greatness.
Back at the Bank OZK Arena. Don't forget, You can get your photos here as well. Give your live action photos or get them from the game at myarpbs.org/photos. Grab some free downloads and have prints made. Great championship keepsake. (23-21). This was tied at 21 just a little bit earlier. Benton getting the last 2 points.
Valley View is going to look to kind of break their rhythm with that timeout.
Can't do it there. No, doesn't work there. And Loggeman will serve set points. Abigail Loggeman so far hitting .333, 6 kills, 6 digs. And here's a big serve. Set, the block is there for the Panthers, and Benton will take set number 1 of the state championship match in Class 5A.
There's nothing better than ending a game on a stuff block straight down. Isabella's so good at that right side block. In the middle, coming in and closing it, but it's Isabella who just points her palms down, sending that ball straight to the floor. And her teammates are pretty pumped too.
25-21, Benton takes set number 1. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championships, presented by Everett Buick GMC on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Big to a lot of people, and because it's an important part of our fabric in our community. And the one good thing about what I've seen is it's high quality production. You know, you think of the small communities all over Arkansas, it's a big deal that they can turn on the TV or DVR or whatever and know they're going to get a quality product. And so I think it just expands the focus of what PBS is doing. You know, Arkansas PBS is doing a great job, and I think it's part of education.
1, 2, 3, turn up! It's going up in here! Let's go!
I'm Kat Robinson, and I preach the gospel of Arkansas food.
No.
Really?
No, it is not.
For more than a decade, I've been traveling the state,
Good morning.
searching out our culinary roots and every great little restaurant and food story I can find.
Hope you made room for pie.
Download the PBS video app or watch online.
Can you see her greatness? When you attend her games, when you cheer her on, or when you participate in any way, you support your community and make it better, and you will see her greatness. Join us as we pledge to increase the visibility of women's sports in our communities. It makes a difference when we all are involved. At Everett Buick GMC, we proudly support our local female athletes and encourage you to do the same. See her greatness.
Thanks, George. Appreciate it. At Big Red Stores, we're always proud to sponsor, support, and partner up with many events and activities throughout the community. Among them, high school championships throughout the state of Arkansas. At Big Red Stores, our team members are always ready to assist you to make your visit with us a pleasant one. And at Big Red Stores, we recognize that none of our support or ability to serve the community is possible without you. That's why at Big Red Stores, you're always the MVP of the Big Red team. Big Red Stores, now more convenient than ever.
Centennial Bank is committed to you. Since our founding in 1999, we've become one of the nation's most trusted banks by remembering that you come first, by empowering our communities to reach their highest potential through our dedication to local charity, education, and exceptional service, because we are proud to call Arkansas home. Banking with you in mind, Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Your Arkansas PBS Student All-Star for 5A is Maya McCoy, Greenwood High School. She's an outside hitter and a junior. Her GPA is a 3.8. Her future plans, she's hoping to attend a university where she can play volleyball and obtain her degree in pre-med psychology. Congratulations, Maya McCoy, Arkansas's PBS Student All-Star.
Congratulations to her. As we look at numbers from this game really quickly, Valley View led by Morgan Weaver, 5 kills, hit 300. Riley Owens had 6 assists. And both Micah McMillan and Riley Owens had 4 digs. For the Panthers, they come away with a win in set number 1. Abigail Loggeman, 6 kills, and she hit .333. She also had 6 digs. Kinsey Garrett with 8 assists, and Emmeline Armstrong with 7 assists.
Yep, playing really well. What the holdup right here is they've got a little floor piece out of place. They're going to go ahead and try to put that back in, but I wonder if it's from both teams giving it all they have and diving and tearing the floor up.
Well, we had some line dancing going on by Brooklyn's team following their championship win a little bit earlier, but I don't think that disrupted the court. It's a nice court here at the Banco ZK Arena. I've had an opportunity to see many volleyball matches here, and this is just such a great facility. And of course, a good crowd on hand here as well tonight. Valley View well represented. Benton, not far down the road, well represented. Halloween costumes out in full force. And the Panthers will get things going. Isabella Loggeman to serve. Defense is there, and where we left off in set number 1 is where the Panthers pick up in set number 2.
And there's a lot of hype right there because that was Kenzie Garrett on the block. I think she was helped out a little bit by her middle, but look how excited she is. Being an undersized blocker, that feels good to make that ball go down.
Owens to McMillan. Go the other way, and Loggeman will just put it back into play. Another opportunity for a set here. McMillan will go into the antenna.
Isabella Loggeman doing a really good job on her serve, getting Valley View a little uncomfortable. Neither of those passes have been perfect to the setter, making them scramble a little bit, which is what you want from the serve.
Owens again with 6 assists and 4 digs. But she's not been successful in her attack yet tonight.
No, hitting 0 for 9 with a negative hitting percentage. There's still time to turn it around.
Tell you what, Isabella Loggeman, we talked about hitting with authority. Her serves are with authority.
Yep, such a good server. You know, you have to be brave to do a jump serve from that far back and put as much power into it because it can be a little bit more inconsistent than a float serve. But she's that brave kind of player, and that's what it takes to be good.
Like we talk about players that are brave. You know, that is something Coach Schubert said. She wants to be good. Mm-hmm. She's a good player, but she wants to be good. She's pushing toward that. Cross court set. McMillan there a couple of times, and Lampkin couldn't put it over. Another point for the Panthers.
That was a tall middle battle right there. And Kennedy coming out on top. How could you not with a reach that's probably 8 feet?
Blazers yet to score in this second set. McMillan trying to change that. She will do it.
It's a good run by Benton. They have the momentum obviously coming off of that first set, and they used it well, going up quickly.
Lily Haddock into serve now. Senior outside for the Blazers. Guest gets that just inside the antenna. That was getting a little far out there, and they are not going to be able to corral that, so the Blazers pick up a couple of quick points to get back in set number 2.
After that play, the Valley View Blazers were patting their head, so I'm not sure if it hit off the middle blocker, off her head or not, but that's also a testament to how high the middle blocker is getting if it can hit off your head.
Loggeman, nice dig. McMillan tips it back the other way. Loggeman tries to find the back spot opening, and a double is going to be called, so Benton will pick up the point.
I have to say, I am very impressed by Morgan Weaver's defense. Being a middle, you're usually not in the back row as often, and she just had a really good dig off of Abigail. jinxed her.
Couldn't get it on serve received there, so the Panthers will pick up a second point.
Kenzie Garrett with the ace. Such a good flat serve, and it's so fast.
And make it a third point in this little mini run, and Coach McGee is not going to wait any longer right now. She's going to take a timeout. The Blazers are trailing 7-2 right now in set number 2. We're going to allow them a chance to talk things over a little bit. We'll take a break too. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championships presented by Everett Buick GMC on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Centennial Bank is committed to you. Since our founding in 1999, we've become one of the nation's most trusted banks by remembering that you come first, by empowering our communities to reach their highest potential through our dedication to local charities, education, and exceptional service. Because we are proud to call Arkansas home. Banking with you in mind. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Panthers up by 5 here in the early going of set number 2.
I'll tell you one thing that's been impressive about the Panthers. Every single one of their attackers is hitting over 300. That's pretty good numbers. Fantastic swing by the Blazers, though.
As a team, they're hitting 304 for the match in the current set, hitting 500 coming into that point. The Blazers will pick it up. And Ava Rutledge, a senior, back to serve now. Guest from the line tries to put that one over. An opportunity for the Blazers, can't get that one to fall. Guest, and instead, no, that was going to be Loggeman. Or excuse me, that was Hooks.
You know you're good when you can stand and give them a down ball, and it's a kill. She just hit that in the perfect location, right in the seam between 2 defenders. Great swing by Abigail, and she didn't even jump.
Olivia Little serving for Benton. McMillan has it sent back. The defense seems to be getting more and more impressive by the point. And watch, it is there once again. Loggeman responsible for putting that one down.
It's really good by Presley, too, to seal that block. They're just a wall up there together.
McMillan trying to find a spot in the back right, does just that.
It's a really good spot. Deep line. Libero couldn't, was so close, but couldn't quite get there.
So McMillan will now serve. McMillan, not only one of the leaders in kills for the team, but on the season she's been hitting .334. Very strong hitting percentage. She'll get another chance to serve here after her team picks up the point.
She's doing a really good job getting Benton out of system with that aggressive serve. They're having trouble passing it, as you see here.
And a nice mini run now for Valley View. Morgan Weaver, by the way, coming off that last point, 6 kills, hitting .333 herself, has a dig to go along with it. Nice serve by McMillan. And ultimately, a result it's going to be in the favor of the Blazers, as that one was sent again deep by Loggeman.
We can't talk about momentum enough. I think I say that word the most of any word I've ever said, but it's just huge in this sport. And the serve being aggressive, getting Benton out of system, yeah, there you go. Their offense is totally thrown off just from the aggression from the serve.
And McMillan definitely is getting things done. McMillan with 6 kills also on the night. She has 4 digs. No service aces, however, she just picked up her first then. And her aggressive play, you're right, has been key to this run.
And you know, she's a senior. She's going to want to come in. This is her last go around. I'm sure she would love 4 state rings. Crazy to even say that, but very impressive.
Will a 5A state ring feel different than a 4A state ring?
Honestly, I feel like a state ring's a state ring.
Just checking.
I would take a state ring at any level.
I was going to say, I have no experience with that personally, one classification or the other. Hayden Gartman to serve now. Gartman, a sophomore. Deep set. And a strong attack. The kill for Loggeman.
That's Isabella, her 4th kill of the night. Still hitting over 400. She's playing like a senior right now. You wouldn't be able to tell she's just a sophomore.
That one, the set a little bit too far, not enough for Kason Lomax to bring in.
Yep, the set was a little outside, but a lot of the times you want your outside hitter to create space. So honestly, I would have loved to see the outside hitter just get a little farther outside the antenna so they can take that long approach into the court.
There's been a lot of discussion so far here in our 4th match of the day. Don't forget there is a 5th coming up. Scheduled start time for first serve for the Class 6A match would be 7 o'clock this evening.
Oh, okay, so the assistant coach is not allowed to stand up. And that was the call. I think the assistant coach at Benton got a little excited. Stood up. I don't know if I'd be able to stay seated. Out on the line.
So that's the call. That's where the discussion was this time. McMillan trying to find that gap there. Weaver sends it over. Benton the other direction. Another opportunity now. And another set that is, again, sent a little bit wide. However, that was touched. Last touch by Benton. It does go out. But Lomax is fortunate to get that one back in.
Yep, she is. You can see the ball it was a little too far outside, so she had to lean and reach across her body, which not all the time that's not a really good recipe for a kill, but she was able to get it done.
It was impressive that she did. Set up well that time for another Loggeman kill. Take your pick.
Yeah.
Abigail, Isabella.
See, she comes in off of a 2-set cross-body swing to the deep corner. It's too fast for a defender to get there.
Serving now for Benton, Delaney Cooper, a sophomore. That one back into the net for Lampkin, and so another point for the Tigers. The Panthers, excuse me.
Still a cat.
It is. A big cat.
Yeah.
That one sent through the little more authority, and it was the placement for that one. And we've seen this. We've watched the progression there, and I'll tell you what, Kason Lomax knows what to do when she has the opportunity.
Exactly. You can tell she feels more comfortable when the set's inside. When the set's a little outside the antenna, she's a little bit out of her wheelhouse. But right there, the set was nice inside, and she was able to come into it and get a kill.
Another attack, another opportunity, taking it the other way. Quick set to Guest.
It's a great cover.
And the Blazers able to come away, getting the point that time. And I believe Owens will get credit for that one. She does. That is her first kill of the evening.
A standing kill, too. But Valley View definitely needed that.
McMillan trying to find the gap. Can't do it there. Loggeman coming from the 10-foot line. Nice volley. Owens can get that to fall, and Benton will simply put it back into play. Point to Valley View in the net.
Long rally, you hate to see it. You hate to see a net call at the end of that, but Isabella wanted the point. Look at how high that reaches. She just brought her arm down a little too far.
Point goes right back the other direction off the serve. Panthers back up by 2. Isabella Logman, 5 kills on the evening, 3 digs. The serve goes long.
And a lot of the times with the jump topspin, you take the risk of missing it, but you're going to get an ace every once in a while, so it pretty much evens out, and I'd say it's worth it.
Lily Haddock now serving. Momentarily.
Lily Haddock's had 4 digs tonight. Hasn't been involved that much, but those 4 digs do count.
That one into the net.
I gotta say, Benton's student section is putting in the work. They're barking while Valley View goes up to serve, and I'm not sure if that got into her head at all, but you can really appreciate the spirit.
Kenzie Garrett, a junior, now serving. Garrett has 77 service aces coming into tonight's game. I'm sure the Panthers like having her back there. Won't get another opportunity here because the Blazers get this point.
That was such a smart play. Benton scrambling. She knows it. She sees the open court. Look at this. On 2, pushing it deep because she sees all that area back there that's open.
Micah McMillan now with 7 kills on the night off the Rutledge serve. Miscommunication there on the part of the Panthers. And this one's tied up.
And that's what a good aggressive serve does. Makes the other team scramble, makes them miscommunicate. We got ourselves a game.
Loggeman again.
This time, Abigail, 10 kills. Quick set, comes in and look at the snap on the ball. She makes it look easy.
She does. Olivia Little serving now for Benton. Little, a senior. Into the antenna, set just a little wide.
You can respect that Abigail went in with her left hand. She tried, but that set just a little too far outside.
So this one knotted up again. We talked about McMillan has 1 service ace and building a pretty solid stat line here through the second set, but the Panthers pick up another point.
I see a lot of beach volleyball in Abigail's attack. That down the line hit, you do that a lot in beach volleyball, and it bodes well for her in the indoors. She's painting these lines.
I was going to ask you, does that skill benefit from both sports?
100%. Beach, you get to practice. You get to practice every single aspect of the game, and that comes great in indoor.
So Isabella went a little bit too far trying to get that block. And the Blazers now to serve. Wow, that one's sent across strong. Henley hooks. You have to respect what she brings to the court. Hooks just 2 kills so far tonight, 6 digs. But when she goes up strong.
Oh yeah, and it looks like she's gonna get a kill from how strong she comes into it. She's got a really powerful approach. Valley View defense looking good right now though. Now it's just the errors on offense.
Just made it inside the line. Now, we've talked about placement. I don't think placement has gotten any better than that tonight. You watch this, pushed right over on the line. Morgan Weaver gets the kill.
Morgan Weaver's high reach really comes into play when the ball's just right over the net. And she can play defense.
Panthers fight through, and another point.
That deep corner is pretty open in Blazer territory, and Benton's taking advantage.
Abigail Lageman with 12 kills and 9 digs tonight.
Coach said she leads by example, and she's doing it here tonight.
Nice job by Riley Owens. Owens has been aggressive tonight. That's her 15th attack. 2nd kill, but she has 10 assists and 6 digs along the way. But don't let that defense and the assist fool you. I mean, she has been aggressive all night long.
Exactly, and if anything, the aggression communicates to the rest of her teammates, hey, we need to keep it up, we need to stay aggressive. Rather be aggressive and miss than not be aggressive and just give them a free ball.
Lageman with the serve. And McMillan. That one handled at the net. Weaver trying to make something happen. Guest will do it. Kennedy Guest with another kill.
Her 6th kill of the night, hitting .250. She has everybody fired up. The fans, the student section, even me. I gave a little jump in my seat.
Timeout on the court. Benton up by 2 in the late portion of this 2nd set. We'll take a break. You're watching Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championships presented by Everett Buick GMC on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Can you see her greatness? When you attend her games, when you cheer her on, or when you participate in any way, you support your community and make it better, and you will see her greatness. Join us as we pledge to increase the visibility of women's sports in our communities. It makes a difference when we all are involved. At Everett Buick GMC, we proudly support our local female athletes and encourage you to do the same. See her greatness.
Well, we mentioned earlier, Valley View is no stranger to the finals, having won 7 consecutive state championships, but having gone to now the 20th consecutive finals appearance. So I don't think Coach McGee is rattled at this point. I mean, you want to call the timeout to make sure everything is set up as you go into this portion of the set. But I don't think she or her team are rattled.
No, exactly, and the timeouts are strategy. It's a part of the game. You use it strategically. It can bode well in your favor, and let's see if they can make it happen.
Lageman sends that one wide.
I hate to attribute everything to the timeout call, but I feel like that was a smart move. It got them out of their rhythm.
Timeout's a good call, and just having a couple with which to work, it limits what you can do, but we've seen it effective so far today, and again, just then. So Haddock to serve. And sends that one long.
That's a really important serve to make. I mean, you want to keep it aggressive, but as I said before, there's that fine line between aggression and error, and you have to find it.
Serving now for Benton is Garrett. The junior again with 77 service aces. Look at one there, puts things into play. Keeping that alive. Great job on both sides.
That's a break for Valley View.
Very much so.
Benton called underneath the net.
I think that was Hook's momentum carried her a little bit too far. It was an incredibly athletic play to keep it going, actually on both sides of the court. You get to see that. Now serving is Rutledge for Valley View. The team trailing by 1. Opportunity here. Weaver can't get it. And the Blazers will stay in system a little bit longer. Great job by Benton just to keep this one going. Another chance for the Blazers. McMillan, great dig, Benton, Weaver, and this one's tied up.
What a rally. Coach is fired up. You really need to win those long rallies deep in the set because that gives you the momentum and the energy.
Timeout taken this time on the Benton side of the court as we watch this one go through. Nice dig. Good job by Cooper, but too much Blazer on that point. Take a break. Back in just a moment. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championships presented by Everett Buick GMC on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Centennial Bank is committed to you. Since our founding in 1999, we've become one of the nation's most trusted banks by remembering that you come first. By empowering our communities to reach their highest potential through our dedication to local charity, education, and exceptional service. Because we are proud to call Arkansas home. Banking with you in mind. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
We're yet to see a set go beyond 25 here today on this championship Saturday. Will this be the first? Benton and Valley View tied at 23. Rutledge to serve. And hooks. Stays in play. Benton with an opportunity, and looks like she's going to push this one back over. Logman, excuse me. Weaver trying to find the gap. Can't do it there. Another opportunity now for the Blazers. And they will get that point and take this advantage 24-23.
Now the Blazers are doing a lot of things right now. They're giving Benton hard attacks. Benton's out of system. They're giving them back free balls. And then they were able to convert on that kill.
Jillian Fry's first kill of the night. That was big. Can it carry through? Loggeman ties things up at 24.
Abigail has been very successful on that slide attack. That cross body swing. It's hard for the defense to shift, read, and dig that.
Little to serve now for Benton. Set, Weaver, sent back. The defense is there. Paulette for Benton. And now the Panthers with an opportunity to close out set two.
Huge block, they needed that. Both of them up there pressing.
McMillan, Little is back for the dig. Tipped. Blazers keep this one alive. An opportunity now for Benton. Can't take advantage of it.
Can they convert the free ball?
McMillan has it sent back. Good job by Owens. But the Panthers bring it through. Hooks carries this one on in to set three. Benton, a 26-24 victory in set number two. We'll watch it again. And Hooks is there for the kill. Henley Hooks with her third kill of the evening.
You don't see that often. They get a ball, she's on the 10-foot line, and she's gonna be aggressive and attack it, and it really caught Valley View off guard. They didn't expect it. I love it when it goes into overtime like that. That was really exciting.
The Panthers take a 2-0 advantage here in this Class 5A state championship. We're going to take a break. Back in a moment. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championships presented by Everett Buick GMC on Arkansas PBS Sports.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home to your first child and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
Okay, Frisbee, let's remember, it's one bark for true and no barks for false. Arkansas PBS is Arkansas's largest classroom.
Bark!
Frisbee didn't eat my slippers. Oh, Frisbee, how could you?
No, I'm sorry, Miss House. I was gonna tell you, but it slipped my mind.
Please don't let it slip your mind and donate to Arkansas PBS today.
Bark!
We never gonna stop. broadcast of this championship game is made possible by
the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Over 2,500 team members across 17 local electric distribution co-ops, powering homes, farms, and industries somewhere across Arkansas. We are the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Power and people.
Thanks, George. Appreciate it. At Big Red Stores, we're always proud to sponsor, support, and partner up with many events and activities throughout the community. Among them, high school championships throughout the state of Arkansas. At Big Red Stores, our team members are always ready to assist you to make your visit with us a pleasant one. And at Big Red Stores, we recognize that none of our support or ability to serve the community is possible without you. That's why at Big Red Stores, you're always the MVP of the Big Red team. Big Red Stores, now more convenient than ever.
Centennial Bank is committed to you. Since our founding in 1999, we've become one of the nation's most trusted banks by remembering that you come first, by empowering our communities to reach their highest potential through our dedication to local charity, education, and exceptional service, because we are proud to call Arkansas home. Banking with you in mind. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Valley View with 7 consecutive state championships coming into this finals appearance. Trying to make it 8, but they're going to have an uphill climb at this point. Trailing 2 sets to none to Benton, who is looking to pick up its first program state championship for volleyball since 2009.
Yep, and you can see they barely lost that set, and you can see it in the numbers. Valley View with 23 kills, while Benton has 30. Benton with 44 digs, while Valley View has 36. So they're just a little bit behind. Let's see if they can get over that hump this set.
Abigail Loggeman leading the way for Benton. 13 kills, 11 digs, has the double-double going on right now. Isabella trying to get in on the action there. And McMillan, the opposite side, is going to get the point.
McMillan has been leading her team this entire time, and you can see her with that verbal affirmation going to each of her teammates saying, hey, we got this. We're still in this. She's definitely a leader.
Riley Owens to serve now for Valley View. Loggeman through with authority. Great dig by Weaver, and the Blazers will pick up point number 2. You know, I referenced a little bit earlier the fact that McMillan was putting together a nice little stat line. She now has 8 kills, 4 assists, and 6 digs. As Owen serves again. Guest will get 2 opportunities, almost a third, but Loggeman just took control.
You give Benton a 50-50 ball, they didn't get the kill. You give it to them again, they're gonna get the kill. With all that height and all that reach, you can't put the ball tight like that.
Isabella Loggeman now to serve. Owens the set. McMillan now on the outside, and she sends that one long.
Score tied 2-2. It's okay to make those errors as long as you're going to make up for them in kills, and McMillan has done that here tonight.
Served by Loggeman. That is aggressive. Great dig. Isabella there for that as well. Can't find it that time. Nice job of the Blazers.
Super smart. Saw the open court. Knew Benton wasn't ready. Got to talk about that dig from Isabella, though. But here we see the donut hole, like I talked about earlier. Benton players laying out, but it's out of the reach.
Riley Owens with the kill that time. She has 3 to go along with 12 assists and 8 digs. That one will just find its mark inside the line.
The range that Abigail Loggeman has is incredible. Look at how she turns her body right on the edge of the line. It's really hard to do.
Very impressive, but the point goes back the other direction off the serve, so Valley View back on top. Rutledge now to serve. And another one for Loggeman. That time can't find the line. Just drifts us a little bit.
That's what happens when you go for the line like that. You're gonna make errors, but the risk is worth taking because 5 times out of 10, which is worth it, it's a kill.
Hooks finds a way to get that one through.
Her 4th kill of the night. Let's see if she can get a little bit more involved in this set. Benton hasn't quite needed her because they've relied on their big middle and their 2 outsides, but let's see if she can get more involved.
Now what Abigail Loggeman and Kennedy Guest have been able to do, you're right, they haven't needed as much from some of the other players. It sure is nice when it shows up. Very much a team effort tonight from the Panthers.
And that's what Coach Schubert said. She said they spread the ball around. That's one of their positives. The key to the offense is that way the opponents can't zone in on one player because they move the ball around so well.
Nice job by Weaver that time, and the Blazers have had leads throughout. A 3-point advantage right here, and each of the previous 2 sets have had a lead, but Benton has been able to fight its way back. Opportunity now for the Blazers once again. Get back in system, and the set, not sure which player that was for, did go over, and Benton took advantage of it. Blazers had an opportunity there and just didn't go the way they wanted it to, and Benton clearly took advantage of maybe a little miscommunication.
Yep, miscommunication. You see that all the time when you're running a fast set, and then Presley right there with put the ball away. 4 kills from her, and all 4 have been very impressive. She's so long with such a long approach.
Trying to find the back right, can't do it, stays around, and a double called.
You hate to see that happen off of a scramble play. The defender diving out, making that play. It stings to get a double on that, but you know what? It happens.
Loggeman to serve now. Owens taken care of at the line. Hooks on the other side. Sends it long.
Valley View needed that. They needed to keep the lead. Went from a tied game to now they're up by 2. That was really important for them.
Sophomore Gartman now to serve. Gartman has 8 digs on the night. Nice job at the net. And again, Owens is there. Opportunity for the Blazers now. Can't come through. We talked about the defense for the Blazers. That time it was the Panthers holding true at the net.
You got 2 blockers up there, swing block, pressing over the net. They're reading the ball really well, not to mention they have a lot of height, and that's always really good in the front row.
Weaver has it sent back, and in the net.
Valley View managing to keep that 2-point lead.
So Weaver will go back to serve. 6'1" senior for this Blazers team. Trying to get her team back in it, go out on a positive note. And that one didn't make it over. So 4 hits, the call. The defense was there, by the way, too. It was a strong defense on the front line, but it just didn't go over the net.
Yep, and you see that a lot when the other team starts to get momentum. Ben starts to make the errors. I think it's been a few hitting errors in a row, but not that one. Woo. Isabella Loggeman's 6th kill of the night. She has the 3rd most kills on her team, following Kennedy at 7 and Abigail at 14.
Strong lineup on the court for Benton right now. Blazers are going to get the point, though. Get Guest and both the Loggeman sisters out there at the same time. That is a pretty stout part of the rotation.
Oh, yeah. Benton's going to look to capitalize on that for sure.
Riley Owens, another serve. Guest finds a spot, and that one looked pretty easy.
It's almost as if every time she goes up to hit, I know she's going to get a kill. But, I mean, you know, she's hitting over 300, super long. And she also has really good vision for as much power as she has, and she finds the open court quite well.
8 kills now. Isabella Loggeman, too far.
It's the risky run with the topspin.
It's one of those things, too, you know, you talk about that, and it's to see that work. I mean, it's like a good pitch. When it is working and it's solid, the bottom just drops out of it when it gets across the net. It's fun to watch when it's successful, and if you're watching it for the team that you're cheering for and it's not, it's probably just as frustrating.
Yep.
Guest, good dig by Owens. And the Blazers with another point.
Owens with the fantastic defense. I mean, really all around. Her blocking has been solid, and so has her coverage.
Haddock now to serve. There's a little long. Hooks coming back in, checking back in for Benton, as well as Garrett. Kenzie Garrett leading all players tonight with 18 assists.
When I talked to Coach Schubert about Garrett, she said she serves a lot of aces, and that's all she said, and you know what, it's true.
Benton back to within 2.
The Valley View coach yelling, cut the errors, make them play. Yeah, make them play. And you know, that makes sense. Don't make the errors, let them make the errors. Put the ball in play like they just did.
Like they just did. Jillian Fry with another kill, her 2nd of the night. And that, you know, that coming off an error in the previous play. We watched Fry right here, gets her 2nd kill of the night. She has 2 kills in 8 attacks, no errors, hitting .250. McMillan had that error before. McMillan, I mean, she's closing in on a triple-double right now, but, you know, every now and again things still go awry. Got to get involved in that one just a little bit.
For sure. I was wondering if Hooks was going to get involved, and that was her 5th kill. She's picked it up in this 3rd set, and, you know, it's hard to block a left-handed hitter. It's hard to track her shoulder, get lined up, because you're so used to blocking against right-hand hitters.
McMillan gets back on the positive side of things there with the kill, her 10th of the night. And that's a very good observation as McMillan just taps that one over. If you're used to guarding a certain direction over and over again, things shift up and switch around a little bit. Left-handed hitter is going to be tough.
It's a good dig. And speaking of left-handed hitters, Abigail Loggeman with the left-hand tip.
Loggeman, and they said she might have gone under the net, but Owens came down wrong on her right leg.
They really can't afford for Owens to be hurt. She's made a lot of good plays, a lot of big digs, big blocks, a ton of assists. They really need her to stay in this game.
Owens again with 16 assists on the night so far, 8 digs. And she's going to stand up, but I think she's going to take a place on the bench. Looked like the teams were going to be part of a timeout, so it's good to see her on her feet.
You know, a lot of the times with sprained ankles, sometimes it hurts immediately, and then you can bounce back and you can play on it after a few minutes. So I'll be interested to see if she's hurt too bad or if she can make a comeback.
Training staff is going to take care of her on the Valley View bench right now. Checking in her place is Anna Lampkin. Benton coming off the point will have the serve.
Benton with 8 kills so far, hitting .217. Valley View leading this set with 10 kills, hitting .389. And you know, that shows in the score. Valley View's ahead by 2. And now they're fighting the under the net call. Valley View wants it to be called in their favor, saying that's why Owens twisted her ankle.
Oh. We talked that one through on the side. Logman coming over to represent as a captain. So we'll see both teams. McMillan also coming over to be a part of the discussion.
It's really just a conversation of if Owens was under the net or if Logman was, and why that ankle was twisted.
And I'm not sure that the conversation hasn't even gone beyond that at this point in time.
Valley View's unsatisfied with the current call, it seems.
Well, both coaches are sending their representatives out, and the officiating crew talking this one through now. Referees for tonight's game: Roger Buchanan and Ann Fitzhugh. Line judges Scott Grady and Pam Almendinger.
Benton fans happy about that call. And then we have the boos from Valley View. Gotta love state finals.
So Benton trails by 2 in this one, and ultimately will have the serve here. Valley View, as Owens, I believe, was being looked at on the other end. Maybe give you more information on her a little bit later on. Right now, play continuing after the Benton serve. Nice set by McMillan, and Weaver completes the deal.
The timing between McMillan and Weaver is on point right now. Running behind a little slide. It's called a 6. Fast set. That was pretty much a straight down hit. I've been waiting for that from Weaver. It's her 11th kill.
You have to look back at this point too. Is this a turning point in the match for either of these teams? Both coming away with the points since then. 16-14 is still a 2-point game.
Henley hooks. Left hand. The other team can't find her shoulder, can't block it. She gets to swing through, and it'll be shanked by Valley View.
McMillan, Weaver again. Connection. And McMillan may try to find her one more time. Sends it over. Lampkin takes a shot at it. Benton with an opportunity now.
Valley View defense playing really strong.
Good long point. McMillan can't chase that one down, and the Panthers are back to within 1.
It's Isabella Logman again with that turn down the line. Such a hard hit to swing, and you don't see it that often, so the defender on the line is not prepared for it.
Lampkin gets that one through.
Lampkin, not a ton of power, but with the open court and the placement is there, you get the kill. And Lampkin proving that right here. Turn the ball down the line. The libero will make the dive and the roll, but won't get it.
Nice job. Lampkin's first kill of the evening as Weaver serves. Logman. That is just tough to stop. And McMillan really didn't have anywhere to go. She was in the right place, but it just came through too strong.
And here's what's so impressive about that is they had 3 blockers. Look at this, all 3 blockers on Logman, but she still found the hole between the hands and powered through it.
Panthers serve, trailing by 1, trying to knot this one up once again. Panthers get the opportunity. Blazers now far side. Was it tipped? Oh. It was. Oh, in the net, excuse me. Thought that one might have been tipped as it was. Kaysen Lomax would have gotten that point. It's in the net.
Let's see. Looks like Isabella just pressing a little too hard. Valley View needed that.
Powell serving now for Valley View. Defense is there. There's Guest. I believe we have a carry on that. So Guest gets the point.
That's a really tough call. They called that a lift. I don't think she held it for that long, but you got to be strict with the reffing because it's the state finals. I get it.
It's tough to dig that out of the net anyway. I mean, that one's going to be a challenging situation. Isabella Logman.
It's interesting. Isabella has switched from her topspin to the float, and a lot of the times you do that if the other team seems to be in rhythm with your other serve or if your serve seems inconsistent, but her float's missed, I think twice. I'm not sure. We'll see what she ends up doing.
She switched sides of the court as well.
Trying to give Valley View serve receive a little bit of a different look.
Guest lets that one go through, and Loggeman just taps it over. Opportunity here as that one dug out on the back row. Bonnie Fagan for Valley View, and another point for the Panthers, staying within this 1- and 2-point range.
Abigail, her 16th kill off of 33 attempts, only 7 errors in 15 digs. Abigail Loggeman is having herself a night, and that was a really hard position to hit on the court, but she turned the ball down the line.
Kenzie Garrett's serve. Weaver gets that one just over. And there's hooks again. Other direction. In. Placement by Jillian Fry. Oh, she has stepped up here as this competition has gone on.
It's true, it was a slow start by her, but here she goes, that deep swing. And that deep area of the court is not being protected by Benton. That's her 3rd kill.
Valley View up by 2, now into the 20s. This is where it gets tight. Hooks once again, and does it from the left side.
Henley hooks her 8th kill off of 20 attempts. She has really stepped it up for her team late in these last sets.
Coach Schubert calls her a steady player, very teachable.
You always want that in a player. You want them to be coachable. Oh, out of the net. Good get.
Paulette is there. Paulette is there again. Presley Paulette.
Way to stick with it. Fantastic block. And afterwards, the libero came up and picked her up.
And this one is tied at 20.
Look at that reach. So high in the air. Sometimes it just works.
It does. And Jillian Fry, I believe Fry will get credit for that one. She and Weaver both in the area. Just tapped over.
Now Jillian Fry hitting over 400. She stepped up for her team.
It's her team back on top here. 21-20. Jillian Fry. 4 kills, 3 digs. And all of those kills from Fry have been absolutely huge. Loggeman sends that back. Oh, the dig just there, but not enough to get it over. And this one's tied up again at 21. Well, the Blazers active on defense, just keeping that alive and can't quite get it over the net. So the Panthers have tied it up and have the serve.
It's the Valley View defense that's keeping them in it right now, and you can even see the serve receive. They're in system almost every time.
Weaver. Morgan Weaver puts her team back up by 1.
Her 12th kill of the night, hitting 3, 4, 6, 8 digs as a middle. That's incredible. She's really really showing off.
Gartman to serve. Blazers up by 1. Logman trying to place it. Here's the set from the 10-foot line. Doesn't quite go over the net. Lampkin can't get it through. Tied up again.
It's hard with that out-of-system set. As a right-sider, it's coming over to your right shoulder. Sometimes that's a hard one to get a kill. You just need to power through it and be aggressive, and she didn't come out on top of that one.
Coach McGee taking a timeout. We're going to do that as well and catch our breath right here. You are watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championship presented by Everett Buick GMC on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Centennial Bank is committed to you. Since our founding in 1999, we've become one of the nation's most trusted banks by remembering that you come first, by empowering our communities to reach their highest potential through our dedication to local charities, education, and exceptional service. Because we are proud to call Arkansas home. Banking with you in mind. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Coach McGee talking things over with the Blazers there, and this is a team that is no stranger again to this finals atmosphere, and she simply told them this. He said, you can do this. You can do this.
And that's what Valley View needs right now. I mean, they have nothing to lose. They need to be aggressive. It makes sense for Benton to be a little bit more confident having those 2 sets under their belts, but Valley View can still do this, and Coach reminded them.
Weaver. And it went just past the line. Tries to place that one, can't get it to fall.
It's a good swing by Weaver. You can't be mad at her. She's trying to go for that line.
Hooks with the serve, and it just stays in.
Game-changing serve. Hooks coming up big. Playing well when it matters, and Valley View will call a timeout.
They will. Looking at match point. We keep it right here as Coach McGee is just going to speak with her team out on the court. Coach Schubert doing the same as well. And it was a Valley View lead for just a moment as we've gotten past that 2020 mark. Not the case right now. Benton has put 2 more points on the board, and we are looking at match point right now.
You have to imagine, Benton, how excited they could be right now, and how calm Valley View needs to stay if they're going to get these next 2 points in a row. It's very doable, but Benton fans are fired up. All of the Benton fans are standing. It's intense.
Benton's last volleyball championship came in 2009.
Coach Schubert right there just screamed, let's go.
Henley Hooks to serve on match point. McMillan to Weaver, and Weaver gets the point.
And that's what you need. You need to feed the player that's reliable. You need to feed the player that's hot. And that's been Weaver for Valley View all night long.
Morgan Weaver, her 13th kill of the night to go with 8 digs. She's hitting better than 320 right now, and she will serve here. The set, tapped over, it will fall. And the Benton Panthers are the 2022 Class 5A state champions in volleyball.
Ben just played absolutely phenomenal, and you can't help but smile. All the fans jumping up and down, and this team really deserved it all around. Fantastic play from the offense, the defense, the setting, the serving, the blocking. They were just on all season long, and it paid off. They squeaked this one out, 25-23.
Presley Paulette responsible for the final kill of the night, her 3rd kill. And the Panthers win this one 25-23. Panther faithful excited about this one, hoping that the Bank OZK Arena bleachers will be able to hold up following the celebration.
And you have to give a lot of credit to Benton, the school, just for showing up for a team, providing them with that energy. I'm sure the players fed off of it a lot throughout the game. It's really just a fun atmosphere.
Oh, it's been fantastic. And Riley Owens, found a way to come back out on the court for the handshake at midcourt. Not a celebration for the Blazers today, and I know that there's hurt in more ways than one. There's physical pain involved there as well, but it's a team that worked very hard. The Blazers, again, 20th finals appearance. It's a dynasty if ever there has been, but working their way into 5A now. Benton coming away as the champions in 2022.
Yeah, Benton just showing their height and their power throughout the entire game. They just seemed to be on the entire time. They didn't take their foot off the gas, and it paid well for them.
Well, you look back at the sets as well, too, and from what we've seen today, teams have been pretty dominant coming away. As a matter of fact, all four of our matches that we've seen to this point have been 3-set matches. The team gets the first set, is able to carry it on through. Didn't know or didn't even think that would be the case, the way these two teams were playing so tightly contested match here. And again, 2 of the sets won by just 2 points. So a fantastic effort from both these squads tonight. And their trophies about to be handed out to the Benton Panthers. And as a team, they will walk out and collect the hardware.
Coach Schubert with a huge smile on her face. Abigail Lagerman to take the trophy. You know, she has to be so pleased with the way her high school season ended. All the fans kind of just waiting outside the court, staring at the team. It looks like they want to go run and dogpile on them.
The picture's taken. The championship won. We're going to get a chance to talk with a couple of folks from this Benton Panthers team in just a moment. You're watching Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championships presented by Everett Buick GMC on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Can you see her greatness? When you attend her games, when you cheer her on, or when you participate in any way, you support your community and make it better, and you will see her greatness. Join us as we pledge to increase the visibility of women's sports in our communities. It makes a difference when we all are involved. At Everett Buick GMC, we proudly support our local female athletes and encourage you to do the same. See her greatness.
Centennial Bank is committed to you. Since our founding in 1999, we've become one of the nation's most trusted banks by remembering that you come first, by empowering our communities to reach their highest potential through our dedication to local charities, education, and exceptional service. Because we are proud to call Arkansas home. Banking with you in mind. Centennial Bank, member FDIC. Centennial Bank is committed to you. Since our founding in 1999, we've become one of the nation's most trusted banks by remembering that you come first, by empowering our communities to reach their highest potential through our dedication to local charity, education, and exceptional service. Because we are proud to call Arkansas home. Banking with you in mind. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Looking forward to getting to visit with Coach Schubert and a player here in just a moment. In the meantime, a big evening tonight for the Benton Panthers, 29-1. The season ends on a state championship note for Benton tonight. And Abigail Lagerman, 17 kills, 16 digs. You were just mentioning that in the break a moment ago. What a huge night it was for her. A fantastic double-double. Kennedy Guest with 9 kills tonight, and Isabel Lagerman with 8 kills as well. Individually for Valley View, Micah McMillan, a senior, near triple-double, 14 assists, 10 kills, and 8 digs. And we look overall at these two teams. Madison, I mean, look at that. It's pretty evenly matched, and we're going to get a chance, as we get to those numbers in a moment, to get to visit with the coach from Benton, the Panthers, Coach Michelle Schubert. And if you'll come over here and let you, I'll try not to get in your way here. Step over here really quickly. There we go. You've had other things to think about tonight, and as to where to stand with the microphone, I get that, but
Nice.
You're looking at the final numbers here.
Yeah.
All right. If we get a chance, we'll be looking at a camera right up there. In the meantime, let me just ask you this. You had an opportunity then to represent 5A. You said you wanted to welcome Valley View to 5A. I think
You heard that?
Did.
Yeah.
I did hear that. Do you feel like that you were able to do that tonight?
I felt like we said, welcome to 5A. Let's play the volleyball back and forth a lot. And every once in a while, Benton will win a point, and Benton won more points than you did. Definitely back and forth. I'm looking at the scores right now. I know you think we, as coaches, we know everything, but I had no idea the scores were like that. I knew it was close. We ran out of subs in all 3 games, and we made adjustments. I knew it would be back and forth. I actually thought it would go 4, so I'm tickled to death to get the sweep.
How proud of you are you of your team?
Oh, tremendously proud. I love those kids. I love those kids. If we had lost, I would have been proud of them. But I am so tickled that we went hard and we were able to pull it out, and we were able to do it against such a good opponent. It was a quality win.
Yes. Well, Coach, congratulations. We're going to get the most valuable player in here really quickly.
I guess she was. I guess she was.
I think she was. Well, if you'll give her your headset, we'll let her come in here as well.
Congratulations. Congrats, Abigail.
Okay, Coach is letting Abigail know some of her stats there in case you didn't know. Here, come right on up here, and we're going to look at that camera. Abigail, you had 17 kills on the night. First off, congratulations on being named the most valuable player.
Thank you.
What a fantastic effort, and you guys played with such intensity tonight. Talk about what it feels like to come away victorious.
I mean, it's just phenomenal, but we practice with this intensity every day in practice, so it's no different for us.
Yeah, and so your senior season, you're leaving, you're going to South Carolina. How does it feel to end your high school indoor career on this win?
I mean, it's amazing. The teammates this year and the chemistry has just been phenomenal. I mean, all glory to God.
I couldn't agree more.
All right, well, congratulations. What a great way. And again, for the program, first state championship since 2009. So you get to be a part of history there for the Panthers program. Congratulations, as the Benton Panthers are champions tonight in Class 5A. One more match is on the way. Scheduled time for first serve tonight is 7 o'clock for the Class 6A competition. In the meantime, Benton comes away victorious, and we mentioned that Fort Smith Southside taking on Fayetteville. That is the 6A final tonight. I'm Joey McWilliams for Madison Fitzpatrick. One more match on the way, so keep it right here. Be ready for that at 7 o'clock.